Hi everyone. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss on easy and useful Git tutorials just like this one. Today I'm going to show you how to manage Git remotes and add a new file to your project. Everything step by step. So imagine you are working on a project stored in a Git repository on your local machine, and someone told you, hey, we added a new remote repository you need to connect to, plus there is a file you should add and push to that remote. Sounds tricky, right? Don't worry, I have got you covered. Let's jump right in. So the first step is to add a new repository, new remote. So here the ask is the Exfusion core development team added updates to the project that is maintained under /opt/blog.git repo and cloned under user src code cloud repos blog. Recently, some changes were made on Git server that is hosted on storage server in Stratos DC. The DevOps team added some new Git remotes, so we need to update remote on this repository as per the details mentioned below. In this repo, add a new remote and point it to this repository. There is a file on the same server, copy this file to the repo and add or commit to master branch. Finally, push master branch to this new remote origin. All right, let's open the terminal. Okay, so here they are saying storage server. First, log into the storage server. SSH username @server, enter. Are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes. Enter the password. Okay, we have logged into the storage server. First, you need to tell Git about this new remote repository. Think of a remote like a bookshelf where you store your project online or on another server. To do this, open your terminal and navigate to your project folder. In our case, it's this path: cd user src code cloud repos blog. Now add a new remote and name it something memorable like dev_blog. The command looks like this: git remote add dev_blog /opt exfusion_blog.git. So basically this command is saying, hey Git, here is a new remote location called devblog that points to this address. Enter. Okay, here we need to add this exception. Right. Again, run the previous command. Permission denied. Let's add sudo and then try the same. Password copy. Right. This is done. The next step is adding a new file. So there's a file sitting somewhere on your server. In this example, it's /tmp /index.html that you want to add to your project. Let's copy it into your project folder. Copy /tmp index.html to the current directory. Okay, done. The dot here means copy it here in the current folder. Now Git needs to know you want to include this file in the project history. So you stage it with git add index.html. Sudo git add index.html. My bad. Staging means you are preparing the file to be saved in the next snapshot. Finally, commit this change with a little message to explain what you did. Git, okay, let's add sudo git commit -m add index.html from /tmp /index.html. Enter. The next step is to push your changes. The final step is to push your committed changes up to the remote repository you added earlier. Since we called it dev_blog, we need to run git push devblog master. So this command tells git push all changes in my local master branch to the remote called devblog. Okay, some issue. Unable to create temporary object directory. Failed to push some references. Let's try with sudo. Okay, it's done. It's the permission issue. Okay, it is now pushed. And that's it. You have successfully added a new remote, brought a file into your project, committed it, and pushed it to a new remote repository. If you are new to Git, it might feel like a lot going over your head, but with practice, these commands become very easy. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Git tutorials. See you in the next one. Thank you.